Hi, hello, good morning. I always forget how low down it is on the couch down here. Anyways, something came in the mail yesterday. I'm really glad I got my last project finished today. Anyways, something came and I have been obsessed with it and I cannot stop. And it is chainmail rings. Now, obviously, I made this today and I made this yesterday, but you know, there was a certain show in my wheelhouse about maybe a night. I may or may not be obsessed with it. And I may or may not be obsessed with the angry blonde one. It's not normal at all for me. I don't know why this is coming out of left field. Like, truly, the blonde one? Oh, there's no way. Anyways, that is what I'm inspiring my Faire outfit to be. Chainmail shirt, we got a lot to learn, so we're gonna learn chainmail together. Obviously, I have got the 4-in-1 down, but when I bought this chainmail, I bought a kit that has a bunch of different sizes, and it came with this chainmail guide. So there's a few different ones I want to learn in here. One specifically being this one. Okay, so we've got like the most basic one down. We've got the European 4-in-1, which is great. I also need to decide fully what I'm doing with this. I'm pretty sure I'm doing shirt, but I think I'm actually gonna crop it. So like, I was doing like a full length. Like, this is like long, but I think I actually am going to like I'll probably take a part like off this much, probably. We'll see, I don't know. This is such an awkward height. Okay, I am truly on a roll right now, so I'm just gonna keep filming. Okay, this is our Faire update. So I was going to make a shirt. I was, you know, days away. I picked out a fabric. I hadn't ordered it yet, but I picked it out. So, you know, and then I decided to do a little closet cosplay of a Jude Duarte. And I pulled this shirt out and I went, this is gonna be widowy perfect. Okay, so yeah, I put this on the dress form. Cool. And I also, let's just go. Oh, that's a little bit tighter than I thought it was gonna be. So if you watched my Victorian underwear video, I showed more in depth on making this type of corset. It is the 1860s gourd corset. I don't even think I can pull the straps down. That's crazy. It's also not tied in the back and it's not tight at all. So, you know, but I did just use a black upholstery pleather that I found laying around, and I just did some red thread detailing, and then I have literally like probably 6 yards of this red pleather. So I just did that as the bias tape. It is not lined, it is barely finished. A lot of these stitches are loose on the back because my machine hated this pleather, it was too thick. And also the chainmail shirt is a completely different shape than I thought it was going to be when I started it. Originally, I made this panel. Okay, and if you've watched my learning chainmail, you have seen part of this, most of this actually. I made this panel. It was going to be the other way, and it was going to be just like, I think just the front of like a shirt. And then I was like, wait a minute, I want to make a cutesy girly tank top. So then I did, and it was, you know, it was just square bottom because I had 2 panels, and then I added triangles to the tops of them, and then I was like, no, 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 we need the squares on the bottom, or the triangles on the bottom too. So then I added those. And then this centerpiece is the dragon back type of chainmail. Quick close-up insert. So yeah, never doing that again. Anyways, there are 3 different size of rings. So there's these ones in the center here are slightly bigger than these ones. And then I also used those to lace up the sides. I kind of tried to use them like eyelets. And then there is also these little ones up here for the Byzantine weave and the Byzantine star. I pronounce the same word differently twice, so that's cool, 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 cool. And I don't know if this is gonna go on the outfit yet because I don't know how I'm going to attach it, and I honestly don't think I will because I don't want to sunburn around this. But I did make this scale mail. This was my test to see if I liked doing scale mail, and the answer was yes. Okay, this was my scale mail little shoulder test, and then I made another one, and I was like, well, I gotta do something with that. So I made this glove. Okay, so it's just a whole lot of 4-in-1, and then there's a thumb hole, and it laces up. I have a safety pin to the end of the sleeve because it was just like hanging out, but it's like, this is what it looks like. Okay, I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. It'll obviously be laced a little tighter. It's freaking cold on my arm, man. It's cold outside today. But this is what it looks like. I'm only doing the one. And so from here, I think the top is done, pretty much. We're also down to 2 weeks until the event. I mean, that like is like kind of a long time, but also not at the same time, you feel me? So it is time to work on skirts. One thing about this corset is it is way too big on my hips. So we're gonna try to play that off, I think, and we're gonna throw some stuff just underneath the hips to make it, you know, give it a little exaggeration. And I'm also thinking, I kind of want my legs out a little bit. So I think we're gonna do like drapey pieces, you know, like strips, and then have some like, I'm thinking faux fur here, I think. But we're gonna have to do some draping, some cutting. I have a bag of fabric that is like this vibe. So yeah, that's the update for now. Cool, so skirts now, yeah. here is our current update. This is so awkward. Also, some of this doesn't go with this, but it's just on here, okay? I have made this skirt, obviously, and then I literally threw together, because it's like 4 separate pieces, but I threw together this little fur little moment. I don't know how to feel about it. So I just need to try this on at this point. It is the Friday before Faire. I'm gonna grab another skirt that I have that I've been thinking would look good with this, just in case I don't like this one. We can go for that one. Yeah, I'm hoping I do like this one though, because I really want to wear it. But I'm also kind of scared of the under corset not looking good with the chainmail on top, because like I would probably just wear the chainmail with the undershirt, but I don't think it's gonna look as good. We'll see how we're feeling. And then I need to go pick out some accessories, also find some hair inspo. I just literally finished doing my hair and bleaching it. I also bleached my eyebrows because I've been thinking about it nonstop, but I thought it would be like a vibe. So my hair is at least like prepped for Sunday. And then once I decide if I like this or not, like I'm not gonna make anything new after this fur piece. We're hitting the deadline and I need to pack a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Oh, it's also right now supposed to rain. We'll see if it rains tomorrow and like what the forecast is actually looking like the closer we're getting, but it is like 60% chance of rain throughout most of SoCal tomorrow. So I would like the rain. I would also like just overcast would be totally fine, but I love going to events in the rain and I'm totally okay with it raining with this. I also need to pick out a belt for this when I try it on, so, and a sword. There's still a lot to do, it would seem. This all the way because it literally makes my arm go numb going like this, and I'm gonna have help on the day, so everything's gonna get tied better. But general first look, because it's not tied, I think I'm gonna go in on this corset and just sew like a little ribbon in the top here so that I can like gather it a little bit. That's how it's designed to be. Also, there's supposed to be a busk down the middle, and I didn't do that, obviously. It's also not, well, it's sitting in my waist, and that's the best we're gonna get. And then probably on the day, I'll just tape the shirt to the corset. You feel? Oh, we could also do, there's a lot to get into this. More booby, less booby. I don't know. Definitely the strings tucked in. I have my chainmail necklace and my gauntlet. Well, I didn't find a belt yet, but the belt's gonna go under the chainmail anyways. And it's mostly just there to hold my sword. Put on the necklace real fast. I don't know if this is the necklace we're gonna go with. We're gonna see. And my hair's gonna be up. I think I definitely want like a long silver necklace. I hate this shirt. Okay, then with my hair up. I'm so excited. Bro, I chose this trim because I have a ton of it for ties for the chainmail. And it gets so stuck in the chainmail, but okay, so like this, these tucked, I think this tucked up a little bit as well with shorter shorts. Don't look at my tan line from my skirts, it's embarrassing. But like this, like little leggy, some cute shoes, probably some platform boots. I wasn't sure how this was gonna sit on this corset, but I think if I even just safety pin this like this, there's a little droopy chain that goes like down in, you feel? Okay, I like. Now to get back out of it. My skin's gonna be so irritated by all this metal. I just know it, and it's gonna be humid, so that's probably gonna make it worse. I've chosen a very interesting look for someone who is low-key allergic to all metal. So, love that for me, but you're gonna have to pry my chainmail fits out of my cold dead hands. Hate to say it. This plus my sword earrings, you're joking. Like, it's gonna be so good. That's it for now. You'll probably see me packing tomorrow when I go find belts and such. I have a sword holder this time, so that'll be great and helpful. Cool. We're down here on the ground. I think this is like all of our belts. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is all of our belts, because I just need options for the three of us, you know? So this is the belt that I think Lexi's partner usually wears. Maybe? We'll see. I grabbed a different bag because this is our bag of belts and it's just like slightly too small. So I grabbed a different bag. Oh my Octo Buddy was in here. I should bring that. Okay, so that belt, and then I have this black belt with the thigh holsters, but it has a pouch and a sword holder on it, so I mostly want it for the pouch. Oh, it's also got some like other stuff in here. Oh, this is her Manon stuff. Okay, wrist bracers and like fake nails for Manon, but this is gonna come. God, I might actually just need 2 belt bags now. I could get my Frankenstein bag, but I don't want to. And then this is the belt I'm going to wear, which is the same as that belt, but I just took off the thigh straps. I've worn this like for literally everything. I don't want the thigh straps. I do just want the belt so that I can put a bag and sword holster on it. So let me just literally throw this on right now. And then I'll probably end up either using that black one if Lexi doesn't want it, or I'll just pull one of the brown ones off. Okay, and then we have this belt with this pouch. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna bring the bracers. I don't think anyone wants them, but I am gonna bring this cute little belt or pouch with this kind of like Celtic belt. And then this one also has just like a different pouch like this. I'm definitely bringing one of these. I'm gonna steal the other one off that brown belt and put it on my black belt because I have some like coins and beetles and stuff that I made for trinket trading. And I also made some like friendship bracelets to bring for trinket trade as well. And then I have some other random ones that were like traded to me that are like simpler that I'm probably going to bring as well. So I should literally just put these in this pouch right now. I honestly may just literally steal. I think this is my belt from last year. So I think I'm literally just gonna steal the pouches and shit off of this belt and just put the belt back. This is just belt pieces. Cool. So we'll put that back. We'll bring this, whatever this is. The belt pieces and the gauntlets are going back in. And then the rest of this is coming. I don't know what this is. This is just like a purse strap, but I'll bring it just in case. Okay, cool. Well, that was like way easier than I thought it was going to be. We'll do swords next. I just need to double check which ones Lexi wants. I didn't get up and do anything. Well, I didn't get up and do anything, but I did something. I got this ribbon sewn in here. I just used like literally an upholstery needle because this is upholstery leather, so you know. But I got this ribbon in so that I could kind of cinch the top because it was sticking like straight up and way out. And this is actually how this pattern is supposed to be designed, you know, plus the busk in the front, but it's fine. But it does, I just kind of loosely tied it so that it would kind of stay together. But when I do like cinch it, it does, like it's not the prettiest cinch in the world, but it's also gonna be under the chainmail. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's gonna be good and I'll just like cinch it really carefully in the morning. Yes, so that is costume done. I am debating, if you saw last week's video or maybe 2 weeks ago video, you saw I finished the Elizabeth's Red Cross from Frankenstein. I'm debating taking my like cheaper one and wearing that as the necklace instead of the chainmail necklace. I just think it kind of will fit the vibe. Like it is gold and not silver, but I think it's gonna be like kind of like a super vibe. So I'm actually gonna go take that downstairs when I start taking stuff out to my car, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of resin on the like pendant hanger where it connects together, like not to the actual like beads, but just like to itself, because it is kind of like slipping out. I was wearing it for like an hour the other day when I finished it just around the house, and it did like almost fall off a few times, the crucifix did. So I just want to make sure I don't lose it. Not that that's my nice one, it's not, but just in case. And I also need to go paint the beetles that I made for a trinket trade. So I'll show you those and that when I actually go down to the garage and start getting stuff. But we need swords first, and I'm gonna get out my makeup suitcase and bring that with makeup and hair stuff. So everything's just contained. You feel? Okay, I'm looking at my sword wall. I'm debating bringing Longclaw. I just don't, like, it's the size that I want, but I don't think it's the vibe that I want. And I also don't think I'm gonna bring any daggers. I'm gonna bring this one because Lexi might want it, but I don't know if I'm gonna bring any of my gold daggers. Sorry, train. I don't know. I just need to go look at the other swords, I think. Welcome to my entryway. This is the sword closet and also the suitcase closet. So this is Lexi's Manon sword. It's got like blue black blood on it, but it looks excellent. I think this is what I'm going to wear because I like big sword energy. Maybe I will bring Longclaw just in case. This is the sword that Lexi wants. She's going for like a Jude the Cruel Prince vibe. Feel it? So I need these. Oh, this is my sunscreen. I'm gonna put this on my suitcase. This is Lexi's partner's sword. He's gonna have the smallest sword, and that's really funny, actually. And then I got this suitcase last July. You might be able to tell where from. Anyways, this is my makeup suitcase, obviously, but I put all of like my makeup and hair stuff when I'm driving to an event in here. It is perfect. It is the perfect size. Let's lower, and I'll kind of show you like what I'm keeping in here and then what's gonna go into it once I'm ready in the morning. I should make a list. My Rhaenyra boots are also still here from WonderCon, so I love that so much for me. This is also a bag of like makeup and stuff that I pulled from the suitcase for WonderCon because I didn't want to bring the suitcase when we did makeup changes because I only had to do a wig change, so this stuff has to go back in here. I keep business cards in the top, and also I should clean this out, but this is just like bobby pins that I pulled out of my head. And there was safety pins in here, but I moved them to just my car. So, oh no wait, this is the safety pins. Like every size. I've got hairspray, I've got 2 things of body tape. I have got to be gel because I use this to secure my wigs. This is a positioning spray. I got it from, but I haven't used it. So that, and then some spirit gum remover, which is basically just an alcohol-based remover. And I use this constantly. So in here, this is where a lot of this stuff needs to go back in. I'm actually gonna take this out. This stuff is the best, but Lexi overuses it, so she doesn't get it for Ren Fair. Wig caps, spirit gum. Why do I have 4 spirit gums in here? Sure, whatever. I have some pasties, I have eyelash glue, and then if you don't know, I love this stuff. This is the best wig tape you will find. I have 2 packs in here. I'm gonna put these in my bathroom. This is my less favorite. I actually gave a box of this to a Fix It Felix at WonderCon. I wish I'd known I had more of that. Bobby pins, more wig caps. Okay, more top stick, more top stick, more top stick. You literally can never have too much top stick. Another eyelash glue. This is body tape. I got this for Padme. It's great because you can have different size pieces. I use the top stick as body tape, but this one I can have like bigger or smaller pieces. Some oil blotting paper, the Tide stick, and these clips I'm actually gonna put up here. And then just more bobby pins. Smoothing brush, I'm gonna put inside here. Oh, and then in this little compartment, there's this handy dandy mirror, which it looks like I've never used it, but I have. Ta-da! Yeah, this was the grab of a lifetime, I'm not gonna lie. I love this bag. And then I'm gonna put this in here. Setting spray. I got this when I went to Japan and I love it. So this is going in here. Okay, but what I'm gonna add to this, let me go grab my wig kit and then, I mean, just like some basic eyeshadow. I have like a little kind of fake scar thing that I do. So I'm gonna grab a couple things for that. Some setting powder, that's basically it. But let me go get my wig kit because I love it. Okay, wait, I also have this mirror that I think I need to change the batteries in it because it was kind of like not super bright, but it lights up. So I'm gonna pack this. This is my wig kit. So it's just like a organizer thing, but I have like all of my stuff in here. I need to find all of my brownish bobby pins because they're missing, but I have 3 different color U pins. So I have gold, black, and then these like kind of dark blondie ones that have a lot of grip. And I have black, blonde, and brown bobby pins. I have 3 different types of wig caps. So I haven't put my tan netted one back in here yet, but you know. And then I have little elastics, tape, and eyelash glue, and other stuff. And then I also have some safety pins, and then I got these like pure white bobby pins that I have like 4 of them left that are in there. And then yeah, but this is gonna go with us because I think Lexi's gonna do her wig in the car or in the parking lot. So once I'm done using this in the morning, it'll go in here. I think that is it for now. It's just time to kind of start putting stuff in the car. Oh wait, we got crafts to do. Never mind. Oh my god, the lighting is a lot right here, I'm not gonna lie. But sorry, I need to be able to see this necklace. It's just right here. Can you see that? Where those like 2 prongs meet, I'm gonna put like a little, I'm gonna put like a lot of UV resin in there. So this is Bestie. And then, oh, we have to paint the Beatles. I'll grab those once I'm done with this. I feel like a maniac used this last because I don't remember putting stuff in the places where it's ended up. That's so much better, but I'm missing my overhead light now. So if you watched my learning how to do silicone with me, you'll know that I cast these A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms inspired coins. So there's this one, and then there's this roundy one. I did this kind of classic like early coin, and then for whatever reason I did this like starfish one. I don't know why. Also, this one is a mess, but I took some air dry clay and I shoved it into the molds, and then I waited like a week for them to dry, and then I just did a copper spray paint on them and like a misting of black over top, because I did the same thing with my beetle molds, both of them, the big ones and the small ones, but I just did these in black for now. And now I'm gonna take my mica powder that is a disaster, and I'm going to attempt to just brush some mica powder on them to make them look like bugs. The coins are all done. I am gonna find a baggie somewhere around here to put them in. I just have like random bags of random stuff, like random empty bags, because I know I'm gonna use them for something. So I'll just throw these in, and then they will eventually go into that second pouch that I grabbed for freebies. Yeah, they're not perfect. Some of them you can see the white clay. Some of them are probably gonna break because they're really thin, but just some super fun, simple like freebies that I wanted to do, but I didn't want to use up all of my UV resin because I've been working with this stuff for like 2 months and I've already gone through a bottle and a half. Yeah, anyways, that is it for now, I guess. Cool, good check-ins. Okay, I think I solidified my hairdo. Did you see it? So it's like a Dutch dragon braid back into like a kind of ponytail, and I have the sides pulled back under the ponytail, and then there's like some braids that wrap around the pony, and then the little Game of Thrones twists. I'm gonna try to get these to stay tomorrow without the hair ties, but I'm also gonna bring hair ties just in case. I'm also going to do this much smoother for sure tomorrow, and also make this front one like half the size, and then the second one will pull like the rest of this like back into it, if you feel that. Yeah, this was my first time ever doing this type of braid, so it was a learning curve, and I can tell that there's like some of it in the back that is not right, but I can't really help that. Oh, and then I did like a braid and a twist in the ponytail, and I have some little like silver hoops that I'm gonna throw just like randomly in like the different braids. I did like a version where this front was pulled back into twists that ran along this line, and they kind of like, well, they like looped around, and then I tucked them up in here, and that might be a vibe honestly, but I think that the sides pulled back up into the pony is like what is giving the pony the kind of like lift right here that I like. I really just like this like kind of fake pony that's going on, and I really wanted something that was like central like this, and then I want to have more of my like little bleach bangs, not these bleach bangs, but like my like these pieces. I want more from like right here, like the full like Danny pieces. You feel? Okay, now to test the makeup, but I'm also going to wait a little bit so that there is like for sure nothing that I want to go do before I put that makeup on. You feel? Here's the semi-final looks. And by semi-final, I mean I've just gotten home from Faire and worn this all day and started taking the hair out already. So I suppose that means that prepping is done. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. Shouts out to me that I spent very little money on this little Ren Faire look. See, you don't need to spend a ton and order a ton on Amazon. Like, you can literally throw scraps together and create a fantastic look. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!